Hello, Beebs. Today, we are going to be predicting the World Cup. I thought it's time we brought this absolute boss man back onto the channel, so he's back.
Right,
I hope you all enjoyed my squad and 11 video. It's gone down quite well, actually. It's got like 90 views or something, which is, it's class. Right.
90?
Yeah. So today we're going to be predicting the World Cup. We're going to go through the group stages. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about it. I feel like we've both got our own opinions. We've not discussed them at all. And we'll have a little bit of a debate and try and come to some sort of consensus. So we're going to go through the groups, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the final. Which shirt have you got on, by the way? Obviously an England one. But
what year?
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
Fair enough. Right, let's get going.
Not very fair.
Group A, what are we thinking? Are we both put Netherlands top?
Realistically, you look at the order of it, I'll just say that order backwards.
Reverse order. That's exactly what I had as well. I feel like Ecuador might be all right, but I feel like Senegal have more.
I'm trying to think of any players that will have there. I think they have Jeremy Sarmiento from Brighton. He's the only one I can think of because I signed him on Football Manager.
Yeah.
Senegal might be without Mane, and the Netherlands are just the Netherlands. And Qatar, the only reason they're here is because they're the hosts, controversially.
I agree. Right. Group B. I feel like Iran first. Are we not thinking? Right. Are we not thinking that?
There's shit jokes, man. There's that. All
right. We'll put Iran to the bottom. Are we agreeing on that?
Nah, put Wales bottom.
Right, yeah.
Nah, I'm thinking England, USA, Wales, Iran. Because realistically, as much as I love Bale, I adore him. He's not the same Bale he was. And as much as I don't trust us, we're better than USA.
I feel like we're going to get 2 wins. I feel like USA and Wales are probably going to get 1.
Yeah.
I did have Wales in second. However, I have been looking through the squads more recently, and I feel like they're just not quite at the level they want.
A lot of their players, I say, have got players that play the Champions League.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Huge job.
I feel like the midfield might win it for the USA. They've got McKennie, Adams, and Aronson. So
Aronson.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like they're going to be decent. Right, Group C.
Yeah.
Argentina. What are we thinking?
What are the other 2? Because I can't see them because your camera.
We got
Saudi Arabia,
Mexico, and Poland.
Okay.
I'm thinking Mexico second.
Yeah, Mexico do always make it to the round of 16. Saudi Arabia bottom. I think we can all agree on that anyway. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a tight one because you could say Poland have only really got Lewandowski. But
I think with Poland, well, they've got Zielinski as well. I always think that they always come into a tournament with so much hype and they always end up being so bad.
Yeah, I think Mexico.
Well, I think Mexico second. They've got a very good squad, I think, Mexico. If you look, they've been in a lot of tournaments together, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and they've got Guillermo Ochoa now to go.
Well, World Cup go. He only appears for the World Cup, obviously. All right. Yeah. Scrolling down to Group B with the French. How do you?
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
The thing is, you could think because you've got the World Cup curse, but
is the World Cup curse going to hit France?
No chance.
I agree in that one. I agree with that.
France top, Denmark second.
I've put Tunisia third, only because they played very well against England. They were very hard to beat in 2018, but I haven't based it on much more than that.
I'd say I want to say Australia 4, but equally, I don't know. I think they've got a little bit more quality than Tunisia. Yeah, I'd say Australia third. Either way, they're not going through, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm pretty much in agreement with that.
Although, to be fair, we haven't predicted any shockers yet.
No, but there's still time. We've got the knockout rounds.
That's true.
All right. I feel like, going back to France, I feel like Denmark could beat France. I'm not going to say they will, but I feel like they could beat them to top of the group.
On their day, I can see that happening.
I feel like they could beat them top of the group because you look at that French squad and their midfield is heavily depleted, and there's been a lot of discontent around the team as well. So I'm not saying they will. I think France will have enough to get it done, but I feel like it wouldn't be a massive surprise for Denmark to win that group.
Yeah, I can buy that. I mean, we can always come back and have a look.
Like the World Cup curse will get broken.
Yeah, I think.
All right, this is a great group. This one, Group E: Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Sort of like a mini group of death, I think.
I can see that, to be fair.
Who have you put top? Because I feel like this could be.
That's the thing I'm confusing, because neither really have like a amazing squad, and I can see it being a draw between them when they play.
Yeah, they're both quite young teams, aren't they? They're both sort of having a regeneration at the moment.
I do think both will go through. I think, because I'm trying to think. I don't think Japan have really many good players. Costa Rica last, Japan third. I think we can both
fill them in.
We're not really predicting any shockers, but I don't think there is room for many shockers.
There aren't that many groups where you look at it and think something interesting could really happen here. But
yeah, something will, but
obviously,
really you never know which one. But
I've put Germany top.
Yeah, I think I can back that.
I think Hansi Flick is a better manager than Luis Enrique.
Yeah,
and I feel like Germany have a lot of speed, which will help them.
Yeah, they've got like Gnabry, and Gnabry
and you know,
Gnabry.
You know,
I think he's not there.
I think Sane's in the squad, isn't he?
True.
So he's pretty good. I just think Spain is a very different team to any tournament they've done before. So I feel like it might take them a game or two to get into it, and then that might just stop them from getting top of the group. Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia.
Ooh, I like that group. That's interesting because all three have probably. Because Canada
could be a dark
prospect. Yeah, but equally
players are in form.
Asia, I don't know.
And Belgium as well. They're there as well. Where do we put Belgium? Do we put them top?
Because the thing is, you could say this is their last chance. But equally, players like Hazard, Lukaku aren't really firing anyway. I don't know if Lukaku's even going. Is he?
No, he's not. He's going, but he's not playing for Inter Milan, is he? And you look at that. The defense really had a rejuvenation, sort of a regeneration. It sort of moved on quite a bit, I think. You've got players like Ruud Faes, who now plays for Leicester, and some of the old guard have moved on. I feel like their midfield is stacked.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. You know what? This might be controversial. I'm saying Croatia top.
Croatia top. Belgium second. I can back that.
If you agree with that,
I can back that. No, I think their defense is a bit shaky, and I mean Lukaku. The only thing I would say is that the Belgian front line and the midfield, like Lukaku and De Bruyne together, wouldn't fail. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm happy to go with your.
I still think they'll go through, but yeah, I mean, realistically, I think as well. I think Canada's got a chance, but they've only really got. I think. Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David.
Are we putting Canada? Are we doing it this way then?
I think so. I think that would be my biggest bet for there to be not a giant killing, but like
some sort of upset.
A surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I feel like either Belgium or Croatia could win the group, and Canada could quite easily sneak in at third place if they beat Morocco and get a draw against one of the top two.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
And like I said, more than happy to come back and do a reaction at the end to see how much fools we look.
That's true. We should do that.
All right, Group G: Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. What are we saying? I think Brazil top.
No doubt about
that. Switzerland second.
So Serbia have got
Mitrovic, Milinkovic, Savic.
trying to think of Cameroon. I wouldn't put it past Cameroon, to be fair.
I don't think they're as strong as in terms of the African
Yeah.
representation. I don't think they're as strong as a Senegal, for example, but they could definitely cause some problems.
I'm gonna say because this is a tough one. I'm gonna put Switzerland, I think.
Switzerland second. I agree with that one.
And then I'm gonna say Cameroon third. I don't know why I feel it.
I can back that. Serbia, they've got Mitrovic, but he's injured, isn't he? So it's all about whether he's going to be fit in time for the group stages. Yeah, he's not played for a while. Switzerland, I think, is a pretty good second. Brazil and Switzerland, I feel like always play each other in the group stage.
Yeah.
But I feel like Switzerland are tournament hardened, aren't they, at this point? So I feel like they
knocked out France, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly, and they know how to win or draw games. So I feel like they'll do quite well. All right, and then the final group. This is another sort of mini group of death, not because all of the teams have immense quality, but because they're all very close. I feel like in terms.
This is actually a really good group. This is probably my favorite group, actually.
I think Uruguay could beat Portugal, but I'm not confident in saying that. In terms of in the group, I feel like Uruguay could finish first.
I mean, because what I'm thinking is the first couple of groups we just plowed through, like even the England one, we were kind of. This is tough though.
It is a very difficult group because Korea are going to be dark horses as well because they've got that centre back who plays for Napoli.
Kim and James.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Son's going to be fit as well, so they're going to be pretty organised and up for the challenge for sure. It beat Germany as well, if you remember, in the World Cup last time out.
As much as I love Son, I do think Korea bottom, South Korea. Like, I think they'll put up a fight and I think they'll get a win, maybe 2 draws or something. I don't know.
What about Ghana then? What are we thinking about Ghana?
I think Ghana third. I don't see a world where Portugal and Uruguay don't get that group. No matter, I just can't see it.
So it really is just Uruguay.
Because you look at that, they've both got so much star power. Like Uruguay,
they really have.
From Valverde and Bentancur, and then who else?
Jose Maria Jimenez at the back.
Yeah.
Who's in goal? Muslera, he's a pretty good goalkeeper.
Yeah. I think Portugal can be hit and miss as well.
I think Portugal. I don't know because Uruguay seems so improved since the last time they were at a tournament.
Which might be a silly question. Is Suarez going?
He is. Yeah, it's going to be Nunes and Suarez up front. That's what they say.
Okay.
Which seems very chaotic.
Because I watched a video yesterday and it said Ronaldo was going to flop. I do think Portugal might rely too much on Ronaldo and he won't deliver.
Shall we go for the cup set and say Uruguay first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Uruguay, Korea. So, right, let's get into the round of 16. And we've got some pretty saucy ties, I can't lie. Netherlands versus the USA. I feel like that's quite slam dunk for the Netherlands.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can see that being like quite a narrow game, but then late in the 70 minutes onwards, Netherlands baking 1 or 2 and just running away. I
feel like once Netherlands score 1, it would be over. And I feel like the USA have got a lot of potential, but I feel like a lot of their squad is still really, really young. So maybe their moment hasn't quite come yet.
Yeah.
But
no,
who knows?
A few years as well, I know.
Exactly. And hopefully then their generation will sort of mature a little bit and be ready. Argentina, Denmark. Some big teams.
That is a good one.
Going out here early on.
As much as I love Højbjerg, I love Eriksen, and Denmark were really good at the Euros.
We can't.
You cannot look past Argentina.
They're in brilliant form. Yeah, they're in brilliant form. Won the Copa America, of course.
Yeah, I think that's definitely Argentina there.
Germany or Belgium?
That one's actually a difficult one because
that is.
actually really difficult.
Germany, it feels like they're sort of coming up to another great team, and Belgium feels like it's fading away from their magnum opus. So it's like
Yeah,
two teams really at a crossroads, and it's just whether
yeah.
you.
Because you can, yeah, as you said, like Belgium have got that old squad, Germany got the young squad, but equally, I don't know. I think that's the kind of game where I feel like the star power or the star players in the team will decide it.
Yeah,
Therefore,
just be a moment.
I'm gonna go. I was just about to say Belgium, but I'm gonna go for Germany.
I'm going to go for Germany as well. I feel like it won't actually be that close either, personally.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're playing with quite a lot of pizzazz at the moment, Germany, and I feel like they're high on confidence, and Belgium feel like going to the end of their cycle. This is the big one, and this sets up a monstrous quarter-final as well. Brazil versus Portugal. Portugal are hard to beat. Portugal are very hard to beat.
Yeah, but Brazil are Brazil, and they look fierce coming into this one as well.
Are you concerned about their back line?
So what is it? They've got Alisson in goal.
Alisson in goal. You've got Dani Alves or Danilo at right back. A centre-back pairing. Yeah, right. A back two probably of Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, and then a couple of left backs, but I can't remember them who they are specifically. Because there's no doubt going forward, both teams are absolutely elite. Like there's no.
That's true. I didn't think of it that way. Oh, I'm gonna say Brazil because
I'm just leaning towards Brazil.
Yeah, that one could go to penalties. That extra time, late winner, but I think it's got Brazil.
Yeah. Lots of South American at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, is the big one then? England versus Senegal. I can see England losing this. In terms of like, I don't think I'm going to predict it that way, but Senegal could so easily win. Like the way they played against Egypt in the AFCON, just soaking up pressure and then, countering, and they've got speed, especially if Mane's back.
Yeah, which he could be because this is later on. But I think England.
We've got to say that it's going to be a 1-0 or something.
Yeah. This one, I think, is pretty simple. I think France. I don't think Mexico really have much chance there.
Always go out there for 16. Like I say, I think the French problems do persist, but I think they'll get it together.
Just notice we can pick scorelines as well. That's pretty mad.
Yeah, we can go and do that at the end, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Add a bit to it. Then, all right.
Croatia, Spain. Obviously, the massively high scoring game at the Euros on that day where France, Switzerland, and Croatia, Spain both scored.
Oh, such a good day.
So many goals and great goals as well. And Spain did get it done in the end. Was it extra time or was it on penalties against Croatia? I think it was extra time.
It was 5-3.
It was a Morata goal, wasn't it? Yes, that did it.
Yeah. And Switzerland beat France.
Yes, I feel like I can see the same happening. Maybe not a wilder game, but I think Spain are going to come through it.
Yeah. Because Spain's defense, like they've
like a lot of teams have changed it around, haven't they? PK and Ramos not there.
Yeah, so they can have quite. I think Laporte's going to be there, isn't he?
Yes, Laporte and Pau Torres, I think, will be the starting two.
And
obviously their midfield is very.
I'm going to go for Spain. I think.
Yeah, I feel like their midfield might. I feel like Spain, like they did in the Euros, are going to grow into the tournament, and their midfield is going to get on the ball more and more. I think, and if they can get possession against a team like Croatia, who aren't really massively athletic anymore, then they might just be able to play straight through them.
Yeah.
All right, and then the final round of 16 game.
Again, I think Switzerland are decent, but I can't see them losing to Uruguay.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than we think, actually. Because Switzerland have got a
I
really,
can see
really
it be
good
like a
team.
1-0, 2-1, 3-2 kind of game.
Oh, see, I'm leaning towards Switzerland.
Oh, I can't see it. I think I just kind of vision it in my head at the like 85 minutes plus. Darwin Nunes just
Does something mad. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll go with Uruguay, but I want it known in our reaction video. I called it.
Yeah.
All right. I called it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Okay, this is where it gets spicy.
All right, so moving on to the quarterfinals, and again, got some massive, massive clashes going on here. Netherlands versus Argentina first up. What are we saying? Beebs, I'll hand over to you first.
I'm not gonna lie, from my side, I just have and they're just frozen in massive ties. Again,
I can't look past.
yeah.
Or can I?
I can see Netherlands going 1-0 up, then Argentina turning it around.
Yeah, because you look at their squad and you just think, wow, like on paper it's really good, but then they were so disappointing at the Euros.
Exactly.
And I think that has to, because the Euros was only a year and a half ago, so I feel like that has to come into it. Argentina, let's go. All right, and now on to the second quarterfinal match, Germany versus Brazil. This is a big one. I'm leaning more towards, I don't know. I was going to say Brazil, but then I just looked at Germany and they're doing really well.
I don't know. I've just got a feeling about Brazil this World Cup. I can feel it because I haven't won since what 2006, 2002.
2002.
Yeah, I can just feel it. Something not necessarily saying they will win it, but I can see them doing really well.
There's a lot of South American love here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, because I'm on the fence, I'll go with Brazil. But again, it's one of those ones that I think Germany could so easily win it.
Yeah, that's such a good semi-final.
That's such a historic semi-final, isn't it? The two teams that have won it the most.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Oh, this is the sad part.
Yeah. Are we saying?
I didn't want to. This is why I want Denmark to finish higher in the group.
Are we saying France?
On our day, I think we could.
Yeah, I agree.
But we're England. And I think we'll have rode our luck already by this point. I think it'll be like 2-0 France, 3-1 France, I reckon. I really want England to win it, but I can't see it.
Although France's midfield is weak, you've still got Tchouameni and
that's true. Ooh, that is true, to be fair. But equally, the heart of midfield's not exactly.
No, exactly.
It's good.
Tyson Bellingham, I think, could match up against anyone. But then you look at Mbappe, Benzema. I know Kimpembe is out. Varane should be back. You still got Lucas Hernandez, Theo Hernandez. I think on our day, and if the rumours about the French camp being sort of ununified are true, we could do it. I feel like this is the realistic channel. This is the reasonable channel. This is the fair channel, and we're not going to be blind. Yeah. So we'll pick.
Otherwise, I'd say we get past them, and then we could get past either of those two, get to the final. Yes. But then we'd have to be up. But I just can't see us winning it unless all the giants go out.
No, especially with the form that we've got going into the tournament as well. I feel like it's going to need something pretty special.
Yeah. Okay, now this is actually an exciting time. This is.
I think Spain are winning this one. I think it's going to be like a mini fairy tale run for Uruguay. People are going to get excited. Can they replicate 1930, 1934, their back-to-back wins? Like, can they get that back? And then I think Spain are going to beat them 4-0. I genuinely think that's going to happen because Spain get better as the tournament goes on.
True, but I didn't think of it that way. Spain got to the Euro semis, didn't they?
Yeah, they
Was
got
it the
beat
quarters?
by no, it was the
Italy on
semis
penalties.
by Italy. Yeah,
Oh man.
because they on paper the Spanish team doesn't look world beating, but it's very good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that because they got Pedri, Gavi. I'm trying to think who they got up front. Not Diego Costa, obviously. I don't think.
No, no. I think it's just a very. No, they might not have they might not have so much individual star power, but they have
a good team.
a very, very good team. Yeah,
because that's the thing. I think Uruguay they have certain individual star power, and maybe I'm Bentancur biased, but I do like Uruguay.
I'm gonna put Spain to go through. I'm gonna overrule this one. I just feel like Uruguay's run is gonna come to an end.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel I'm kind of annoyed about this because it feels like the best teams are quite top heavy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm just going back to the England one now because we beat Germany in the Euros, and this genuinely might just be like me just getting overexcited.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. England versus Spain in the semi-final.
I don't know,
let's do
man.
it. The reasonable channel's out. Right, it's done now. So I've sent it. All right, let's go. You've got the shirt on and everything.
Realistically, say, like, there's teams that have kept Mbappe, Benzema quiet. You know, like Vallecano beat Real Madrid, didn't they? And then
and Switzerland beat France at the Euros.
Yeah,
and it is the World Cup curse. It's got to manifest itself some form or another.
Oh, we gonna ride our luck.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Because you know, if we beat France, everyone in the country is going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
Let's just do it. Let's do it. All right. So semi-final number 1, full South American affair: Argentina versus Brazil, a rerun of the Copa America. What are we saying? We've got the reliability and consistency of Argentina up against the flair and firepower of Brazil.
If I'm honest, I have not got a clue. This is what I was thinking the final would be, but I didn't realise it couldn't. Yeah, it can't be.
I mean, using the power of deduction, Argentina have beaten Brazil more recently than Brazil have beaten Argentina. They both were unbeaten in their qualifying, and they drew with each other in qualifying.
Well, let's go through. So, who Brazil got in goal? Alisson. Who Argentina got in goal? Emi Martinez. I think Alisson's better.
Alisson's better, but Emi Martinez is not exactly a pushover.
Yeah. I think
the back line you have to favour Argentina then.
Yeah, because they got Romero. And
everyone else.
I don't know if he starts.
Lisandro Martinez as well.
Oh, that's true. He is a bit small, but to be fair,
that's not hurt Man United. To be fair, I mean, up front it's very close, isn't it? I mean, you've got
Messi, Lautaro, Dybala compared to Neymar, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Richarlison.
If you're really searching for it, then he can go.
Yeah, Richarlison will start. He does normally start from Brazil, so.
He's probably got more of a physical presence than Jesus, hasn't he? Which in international football is important. Midfield as well.
World Cup as well.
Casemiro, Fabinho.
I think
Paqueta.
It's quite defensive.
It is.
Paqueta hasn't done much for West Ham.
But then they normally play a double 6 with Neymar as the sort of number 10. So their midfield is sort of. It gives the defensive solidity, and then Neymar sort of has the freedom. It's sort of like
Vinicius, Richarlison.
It's a front 3, but it's a front 4 that rotates around. Whereas Argentina is much more messy. Plays on the right, comes in the middle. Martinez charges through down the middle, and usually is on the end of stuff. So it's less sophisticated from Argentina, but often that's not a bad thing.
I haven't got a clue. Like, I've been stuck on ones before, but just as I think I'm signing for one, I'm siding with another. Because
I'm exactly the same. I feel like Brazil have got. I feel like Argentina are probably more organised and better as a team and have got a bit of defence, but Brazil have got not that Argentina, but I feel like Brazil have more moments in them.
Yeah,
like moments of trickery and brilliance. Not that Messi isn't, obviously, but I'm leaning so tentatively towards Argentina.
So am I.
Should we lock that in before we change our mind?
Yeah, I think Argentina on their day, but I think it could just be on penalties.
I think Brazil could quite easily have a moment and win it. A moment of brilliance from somebody. And the second semi-final, England versus Spain.
France are harder than Spain.
Yeah, but
I think we could beat Spain.
I don't want to put it in the final. I feel like we stand more of a chance of beating Spain than we do France, but I don't want to put us in the final.
Oh, because it's difficult. Because I don't think Spain are good enough to get to the final. But I think France are the best team out of all those four in the quarterfinals.
But I feel like France are also the most likely to just have apart from England, to have a terrible game. And I don't know. I feel like we might be underestimating this England team. I mean, we're very tournament hardened now. Semi-finals of the World Cup, finals of the Euros. One of the best defenses at the Euros. Yeah,
I think Maddison, if he's firing at the World Cup,
he's someone like Grealish. I think who could come on massive difference in the final half an hour or so.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going England.
Yeah, let's do it. I feel like we've got them on toast. I mean, what have we got as well? Saka, Sterling, Kane as a front three. I think is better than what Gerard Moreno. I don't think he's actually at the squad, but Morata is for sure. Ferran Torres, Morata, and somebody else.
Yeah, but Asensio, maybe.
Yeah,
I think we've got Spain.
I don't think we'll get this far. But given that we've predicted it, we can only predict what's in front of us. Do you know what I mean? And I think England are better than Spain.
Yeah. I can't believe we predicted England to the final.
We're going to lose to Senegal.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. And to mark the occasion of the big final, Beebs has got himself some pasta, as you can see. All right, what are we saying for the final? I can't believe we've predicted England to get here.
Can we just put a disclaimer here? We're actually going to get knocked out by Senegal.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Like this is going to be the other way around.
Yeah, this ain't happening.
But anyway, we're riding the wave, so let us have it.
We're optimistic, you know? You never know. I mean, Leicester won the Premier League.
Yeah, we're getting hyped up again.
Exactly.
We're either going out and losing to Senegal. That's what's happening. Mm-hmm. But this is the big one, and I feel like we've probably already made our prediction quite evident.
Oh, this one is so easy.
Beef, what are you saying? Are you saying England?
England, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not actually.
Right.
I feel like.
Hold on. Wait, where's the star on this? Oh, there's one.
Yeah. Change that star for 2 stars because England are going to win. No, it's going to be Argentina.
Yeah. No, what?
We're missing some scores, but that's all right.
We'll do that in a second. We'll come back to that.
Argentina to win the World Cup. Messi to finally get his hands on the biggest of them all.
Yeah.
I feel like this is quite a popular prediction.
And that's the thing, because realistically, I was always thinking it's Argentina and Brazil. None of those two semi-finals we're going to win it. Realistically, it's going back to South America, I think. I don't see a world where
since 2000
don't win it.
Since 2002.
Yeah.
First World Cup not won by a
A
European team.
European team. Jesus. Oh yeah, because
Exactly.
Italy, France, Germany, Spain. We're only really missing England out of the big top five.
Yeah, exactly. So,
England.
20 years on, let's carry on. But yeah, no, Argentina, I think, is the logical scenario in this situation. I feel like it's what a lot of people have
England in the
predicted as
final
well.
is not the logical scenario. But
It would be it would be lovely to see Messi win it. I feel like that's why most people have done it, just because he deserves it. Carrying that back for so long. It's about time he came so close to it, obviously. Yeah. So I feel like that's pretty standard. Okay. Well, this is probably going to be about an hour-long video, so I'm going to wrap it up. So I hope you enjoyed those predictions. They're 100% correct. So make sure you check back in a month's time.
England, Senegal.
No. We're gonna. If anything, England, and Argentina is the one we've got wrong. So make sure you check back in a week or in a month. Check back in a month. Give us all our praise for getting them 100% right.
1.5.
Thank you very much, Beebs, for indulging my channel desires and your pasta. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Farewell.